Sorry, I'm all over the place right now. It's a bit of a late start. I accidentally took a nap after dinner before starting stream, but hi guys. Also, I saw your resub, cute Tommy girl. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, it's been 5 months. I feel like I say this all the time, but oh my gosh, time flies so much. Hi, Speaks. Hi, Veggie Man. And hey, Kanaza. Yes, you are well known around here. Who else is here? I thought I saw someone else. No, maybe I'm imagining things. Apparently. Oh, hey, Miles is back. I was wondering how long I would have to sit here and look at Sophia, but I'm kidding. Ah, I'm glad you're here too, cute Tommy girl. You're one of my longest supporters. You've been here since the very beginning, and I really appreciate that. I really appreciate everyone. Most of you guys have been here for most of it, at least. So, welcome. Well, not welcome, but thanks, I guess. As you can tell, I finished off the set. I haven't done a lot of work. I'm gonna be honest. Possum's here. Maybe I'll stay tonight. That's okay. I hope you get a good rest and don't feel bad that you're not here. It's fine. I appreciate you popping in to say hi. Yeah, we finished. I finished the set the past week. I haven't done a lot, really, the past week in general, but I finished the set at least. There was one thing that I wanted to do to finish it off, which was creating a custom how you can come in here and do these styled looks. I almost got it working, but it just does this for some reason. So would be great if it actually worked, but couldn't get this working. But it lets me flick through these a little bit easy to show you guys some of the different color combinations and stuff. This was supposed... Oh, shit. Ah, Miles, why aren't you speaking? Ah, Miles. It seems like Miles is the only one that ever has issues, right? We can blame Miles, right?
It's so beautiful.
There we go. The TTS is totally working, Kanaza. Shush, you don't know what you're talking about. It should be working now. Lisa, wasn't you? Yeah. It was cute Tom and Girl that broke it this time. Oh, I just need to remember to give it a little refresh. I was gonna look into that earlier, but then I completely forgot about it. I was saying something and now I've forgotten. But that's no one's fault. This here, I was gonna release it last night, but I forgot. It got so late and then I was just so done with what I was doing, and I went to bed and then I'm about to fall asleep and I'm like, I didn't schedule the upload, so the set will be released.
The green bell is 19 love.
Yes! This is the army green too. Let me go through some of the options here. Because we also have that super bright green, which is, I don't know, is it a bit much? It's definitely something. Definitely something. Oh, it's always Sophia the problem? Yeah. That wouldn't be surprised me. Yeah, you were gonna go to France to see your partner, I think.
Yes.
Yes. Wow, Miles, that was so unenthusiastic. But yeah, so this is going to be released tonight for patrons for the first 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks from now it'll be released to everyone to download. But yeah, I was gonna show it off real quick. Yeah, you can see the necklace. Where is it? This is a test if I can find my content. All the metal, most of the metal, comes in a silver, a gold, a rose gold.
Shot of tequila, beer on tap. Sweet southern woman sat on my lap. G with an L, O with a D, T with an I, and an M and an E, and good times. Hugh you. Good time. I've been working all week and I'm tired and I don't want to sleep. I want to have fun. It's time for a good time.
Is Miles transparent? Oh wait, is he like a tiny bit see-through? Is he? Or is that just my eyes? And if I... No, he's see-through. Okay, great. Oh, apparently I set the green screen a bit too high. I'll fix that later, not now. Knaza, I feel like that's a song. But I can't pick the song, like I can't think of it. But yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, there's also this copper color. There is a black color. And there's like this rainbow anodized mimic kind of color. So that's for the necklace. The shirt, I couldn't do every single color with those metal options. So the black and the white comes in all of those different options. So we've got the gold, the rose gold, the copper, the purple, that kind of thing. And the white also comes in like the gold and the white, gold and the black and the stuff. But like all of the bright colors are just silver and gold. Otherwise it was going to be so many different color combinations. The skirt is the same. It just comes in the silver and the gold for these little hardware buckles. The leg garters, they are in the accessories section. You can wear the left and where's the other one? The right one. You can wear them both together if you want, or you can just wear one. They come in black and white in all of the metal colors. You just gotta change the colors individually, but he's a ghost. Aw. That's his law. What else is there? Oh, okay. So because the garters are, I had to put them in the bracelet section because there's no other real section to put them in. Although I just realized I probably could have built, no, whatever. They're in the bracelet section. I'm not changing that now. But in the bracelet section is also like this wrist hair tie, so you can only have like one or the other, but it's just like a little bit of something extra that isn't like a full-on bracelet that you can put on your sim. And that comes in most of the EA hair colors, like just to match those colors for whatever reason. The tights aren't part of it, they're just a base game set of tights. And the shoes are the last thing. Let me zoom in a bit here. Hang on. What I can do. In here, I've got a bunch of poses. Oops. Oh, I've gone and messed it up now. Just bring that down a bit and I can zoom right in. That's not the best pose to show them off, but ooh. Oh, I'll do that. That's fine. Please, can I just... There we go. Okay. Not the best pose to show them off in because I wasn't prepared. You know what? Bear with me. There we go. This is the pose that I wanted because look at all those. Look at the soles on them. They're so chunky. I'm so happy with how the chunkiness of them came out. They're a little bit blurry up close. Just it's fine. Oh, and I keep zooming in too far. Okay. As long as I don't zoom in quite too far. And so these come in a basic white, a basic black, a pink option, a blue option, and then it's black with all of those vibrant colors, white with all of those vibrant colors, And then there's also the 2 options of like the red and the white stripe on the black and the red and the black stripe on the white. So, hey T, welcome. I love your little waving emote. That reminds me, I'm officially getting more emotes, guys. I'm so excited. But thanks, cute Tommy girl. The shoes are literally my favorite thing in this set. They're literally my favorite thing. Anyway, let's. Oop, there we go. And then move her back down. All I did for that, by the way, to zoom really in on the shoes, it's just a thing that I've picked up.
Yay for emotes.
Yay! I only talked to Mimi about it today. So
Ice cold water.
gosh, I don't have any more water left. I drank it all before the stream started. Oh my gosh, and sorry, Thy Struggling Onyx, I didn't see your chat on my screen. I'm so sorry. But hey, how are you going? I'm glad you like them. Oh gosh, and I just hit my hand on my desk. The stream is going great. The shoes are my favorite thing in this set. And oh yeah, I was talking about Vegeman, I will get water. Give me a second. Oh my god. I have basically
Nom
these
nom
poses.
nom 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 nom.
I'll get water in a second. Oh my gosh. But anyway, these are just some shoes poses, so that way they're linked to so that way you can zoom in pretty close. But what I have as well, once this stops playing, I have a shoe height slider. So I can move it up in combination with this and zoom like right in. I put it too high, but that's okay. Yeah, I can't move it down while I was doing it. But yeah, that's just my trick to get close-ups on shoes. And then also the little cheat, Control-Shift-C, and it's CAS clock speed to 0 to pause it and 1 to play it. And you can also do like 0.2, 0.5 to kind of get slowed down animations, that kind of thing. No talking for me, only water. All right. I am actually really thirsty. I had burgers for dinner and like homemade burgers, and it's something about eating bacon just makes me really super thirsty. And so I filled up my water bottle. My water bottle was half full. I drank it all. I went and filled it up and drank a whole thing of water, and now it's empty again. So I will go and get a refill gladly because I am still thirsty. So yeah, I'll be right back, but it'll only be like a minute, so. All right, I'm back. Hey, my tracking didn't mess up. Awesome. Hi, Manga. Sorry, I just went to get a drink. I got some ice cold water because I'm really thirsty, and Veggie Man demanded it. Thank you so much for the gift sub. I don't know if Night Terror is here or not. I haven't seen them in a while. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. On the topic of this custom content, first of all, this is a fabulous look. the combination. Honestly, it's not too bad, you know, red and green. But if anyone has any questions about it or about anything really, feel free to speak now or forever hold your peace. Otherwise, I'm probably gonna move on a little bit. Drink some more water. You have a question? What's your question, Manga? And a comment. Drinking some water while I wait. Like I said, I am thirsty. Yeah, I have to remember to actually upload it because I have the post written out, but I don't have the Patreon half sorted yet. So I need to remember to do that and then post it after stream. So I'll do that. Is Bella as super awesome as I suspect? Probably not. Oh, but thank you. I'm glad you think that I'm awesome. Bella the dog, on the other hand, she's really awesome. She's amazing.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's done. And I'm happy with it. There's actually okay, I just remembered. Okay. I didn't have much of a plan for what to do today because I haven't really been working on custom content the past week at all. Um
Ooh.
I've just kind of been a little bit unmotivated, which is okay. Yes, Bella the dog is cute. I need to have like the pictures of her on speed dial. Smooth this over here. Where I'll find them. I'll find them really quickly, unless I keep clicking on the wrong folders. I'll find them. I feel like I say this every time, but I don't have a lot of photos on my computer. Most of them are on my phone. But here is my favorite picture of Bella. She's just so cute. A goblin with a thing for tiefling women. I see. Fair enough. There's a few goblins in my chat now. I guess we'll just congregate. Yes, it's Bella. He's such a cutie. Yeah. Okay, what I'm gonna do. Earlier today, okay, I say I haven't been working on custom content much, although the last 2 days I have been forcing myself to be motivated and finishing off that Stardew Valley set. The Queen of Goblins. Okay. If you say so. She's as fluffy. Is she as fluffy and soft as she looks? Because she looks like the softest of puppets. She is really soft, especially like I wouldn't say she's like soft. Like especially when her fur is quite short. Yes, it's kind of like all like really fluffy and everything, but like when it gets longer, it does get like a tiny bit more like wiry, but not really. It's just like not quite as soft when it's like really long. She's a Maltese Shih Tzu, so I guess like when her fur is short, it takes more of a Maltese kind of thing, but then when it's longer, it takes more of a Shih Tzu kind of thing. But yeah, she is really soft. I miss her. But what I've been doing is I have been really productive in getting, you can't see much here, all of the different levels of detail. So basically, for the Stardew Valley set, I had all of the earrings and all of the necklaces done, right? All, however many of them. Wait, how many do I have? I have 64 different objects in this set, earrings and necklaces included. So basically, I had to go through and do all the different levels of detail for them. So this is like your highest level of detail, and fair warning, this is gonna look not great. Then we have some lower level of detail, and then the lowest level of detail, which is just that way when you zoom out, you can't tell, right? But there's less detail in it. So I've been really getting stuck in and just zoning out, putting on videos and just getting stuck in and doing all the levels of detail. And I have 2 left. I set myself a goal of doing 10 a day for the next 6 days before I want to release them, because these are getting released next week. And I have 2 left. So I'm going to finish them up, and then we're going to get started on some fun stuff for today. Getting breakfast for me and my elderly parents. I see. Go have fun. Go get some food. I feel like music is a tiny bit loud. Let's just go down like a tiny notch. There we go. That's a lot better. Tonight Basil was sleeping while Mum and I watched a show, and he was so cute. Aww. We don't deserve dogs. We don't deserve pets at all. That's kind of okay. That's just kind of leading in to what I do want to be working on today. First of all, I didn't have much of a plan, so if anyone has suggestions on things that you want to see me make or anything, feel free to throw them at me. On that note as well, another tangent. The Squishmallow, I know you guys reached like the thing for the Squishmallow, the community challenge, but after the last stream, I was going to do a poll for it, and I completely forgot to do the poll, and I don't want to do it just on stream, because like that would be like 10 people that can participate in the poll voting kind of thing. So that's why I posted a thing on Discord earlier. So I'll do the Squishmallow next stream, which will hopefully be tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah. Men's jeans. I did see you mention that. I forgot if I replied or not, but I replied in my head at least. I do that. I think of a reply, but then I forget to actually like write out my reply, and then I just look like a terrible person and ignoring people. But I did see your suggestion for that. I can't say I have ever actually made jeans before. It's also not the most exciting thing for me, like the thought of it. But I will take your thing into consideration. Maybe I'll do, okay, on that note, maybe what I could do is like a men's fashion set. Like kind of the whole set that I did just before, but do like a men's one and have a pair of jeans in it. Now that's more exciting to me. That not? Oh, never mind. Oh, you sent a photo of Basil and a head pass for Squish. Oh, and when will the poll end? Whenever I do next stream, so probably like tomorrow, possibly. I would have liked to have it up for a week, so I'm also thinking of extending it a bit. I don't know. Oh my gosh, look at this handsome man! Oh my gosh! He reminds me a lot of my old dog. He's so cute. Oh no, Gobspeaks! That's okay, don't feel bad. Everyone here needs to put their health first, okay? Oh my gosh, guys. But yeah, if you're tired, go sleep. I appreciate you popping in for a little bit. I hope you rest well. This looks terrible. Like going from this to this, but it's like when you zoom out here, you don't notice a difference, right? So that's the whole point of it. I did do this thing. This is basically just one step down in geometry, and what I'm going to do is also to take it down even further, easier. I'm just going to use decimate modifier because then I can just bloop, take out as much detail as I want. So I'll take out a fair amount because this is going to be quite zoomed out. This is going to be like from back here. So probably could take out more detail if I wanted, but I'm not. Okay, so this one is for bye, Gobspeaks. See you next time. Or see you later, or whenever. So, gosh, the importing part is what takes like a little while. Not a little while, but it's kind of just tedious because then I need to find what I need to import. And I was hoping to finish this. Like I said, I was planning on doing like 10 a day for the next 6 days to kind of make it a achievable target for me and not like overwhelm me or anything, because I know 2 of those days my sister's going to be staying over, so I probably wouldn't get much done those days. And it's literally, I was only working on it yesterday and today, and literally this is the second last one that I have to do. So that means the Stardew Valley set, I do have to do the thumbnails. I won't do it tonight, but I do have to do the thumbnails. And then apart from that, it's all good to go for next week's release, which will be, to give you guys a date, it is scheduled for the 12th of August. I'm hoping to go back to doing weekly releases. We'll see how time goes. At least with like the whole, I guess. Oh, sorry, Veggie Man. I saw your message as I might go soon. I didn't see it as you going now. I'm sorry. I just completely misread it. But bye, Veggie Man. Have a good sleep. Good rest. I'll be here next time. I really need to do more streams on the weekend. I was going to stream last night, but it didn't end up happening. And this is why I don't stick to a schedule. Even though I'm trying. Lately I've just been all over the place. I have been trying to get my sleep schedule back in order. So that's half the reason why I don't feel great a lot of the time, but hopefully it'll be good in the long run. I will drink water, Veggie Man, don't worry. I'm very thirsty tonight, so don't have any worry about that. I'll drink some right now for you. Hi, Sid. Good morning. It is currently just turned 11 p.m. for me. How's your day going so far? Oop, gosh, stop. Jumped away from me. Sleep schedule, yeah. Mine's been so messed up for so long that I'm kind of starting to wonder if I should even bother fixing it, because it's like, it's what my body naturally gravitates towards. So it's like, is it even worth going through all the trouble in trying to fix it just to be miserable? Or should I just accept it that this is my life now? for my next trick, let's bring those polygons all the way down. Not quite that far. Keep a tiny bit of detail in it. But it really doesn't need a lot of detail at all. Like I said, there's probably even more detail that's needed, but... And this is the last one! You just woke up? Fair enough, fair enough. We are just finishing off. I haven't been working on the Stardew Valley set, like, continuously since I was working on it, like, last time. This I started, like, at the start of July, I'm pretty sure. So it's been on and off, like, a month. I haven't worked on it for, like, the past 2 weeks, even 3 weeks. But yeah, just getting the last final touches on it now. Like, literally, in the next 2 minutes, I'm going to be done. I gotta do the thumbnails, which I'll do another day, I'll do tomorrow, but apart from that... Oh, interesting. Why is it clipping through? That's interesting. Let's do a quick... I don't like that it's clipping through. Just gonna select all of this, put it on proportional editing, so that way I don't have to select all of it, but it like moves part of it. And then I'm just gonna move it up a tiny bit. It's just like clipping through the collarbone here, like the tiniest amount. I know I was zoomed out quite a ways, but yeah, it's just like clipping through a tiny bit. There we go. Sits up just a tiny bit. Doesn't need to be up far because this is like a zoomed out version, but body scars being added. Can maybe move some body blushes to that category. Ah, is that a thing? I'm gonna be honest, I don't keep up a lot with what The Sims doing. But that's cool. I saw that they added body hair and it looks atrocious. Yeah, more categories for... What's the word? Skin details and stuff? Always good, because I use a lot of skin details and I love layering them. Having all of those slots is great! Yeah, that's literally all of the tedious work that I have spent like 5 hours today doing already is done! Oh my gosh! What I'll do while I'm here, just while I'm here, for those that might not have been here, like just before, I'm gonna do a quick show off of, once it loads.
Have you through yet?
This is what we've been working on for the past, sorry, my voice, for the past few streams, is this little set here. So the set includes this chain necklace, this chain top, the checker skirt, the leg garters, little wrist hair tie, and these chunky shoes. So this whole set is going to be released tonight after stream for patrons for the early 2 weeks, and then it'll be released publicly on, I think it was the 21st is 2 weeks from now. Yes. So yeah, this is what I've been doing, and because I finished this, and because I just finished up the Stardew Valley stuff, I'm like, what do I do now? All I ever wanted was to have... All I ever wanted was to have to shave a simulated human. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Yeah, like I have seen like body hair custom content before that looks miles better than what they've done. So it's just like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, and so okay, so with the leg garters, there's an option for one, or there's also you can pair them together, and then you can just wear one, you can wear both, you can wear just the other one, that kind of thing.
Oh.
Yeah, range of colors. I won't go through everything. I did go through everything just before, and there's a lot. So just know that there's like lots and lots of colors to choose from. What I can do is this.
Chiffy ba.
So that's just a little green option that I put
Okay.
together.
Cute better.
Pink option. It comes in so many colors, but this is just to quickly show off a few different ones. Yeah. Just for anyone who wasn't here earlier. But basically, okay. Here's my thinking for today. I have been, I don't want to say obsessed, but Marlo and I are looking into getting a cat soon, IRL. And so I've been doing a lot of research and looking into a lot of different cat stuff and everything like that. And so I guess you could say I've been obsessed with the idea. I don't know. And so I kind of wanted to make some cat custom content in the spirit of all that. So this is a really cute cat tree that I kind of want to make. This is the cat tree that whatever that we've picked out as what we're gonna get. So I kind of wanted to make that and some other cute cat stuff if I have the time tonight. We'll see. But yeah, it's it's a whole thing as well because like we're going away for Christmas, so it's like it'd probably be best if we wait until January, but then it also gives us some time to prepare. Hey, JD Sims! Hi, welcome, welcome. And that's the thing too, is it has been a long time since I've made pet custom content. Like I don't think I've really made any since 2017, apart from there was a commission that I did recently for the sled harness, but I haven't done anything since. So my old stuff is really old. Let's actually load into a game here. I'm doing good. How are you doing? A little bit more relaxed tonight, but doing good. Like I said, didn't have a lot of a plan for tonight, but I was like, I want to stream. I can't keep putting it off because I don't have anything to do. Yeah, and I was testing out some poses and stuff. So this is just my testing lot, okay? Don't judge me. Let's see. Can I just search Bella Sims? Let's see if yeah, okay, my old pet custom content. I made this bed. I made some lights to go with it. Oh, that one has the lights with it. I know there were lights that came separately, but apparently, okay, whatever. So this is old. I could do so much better than that. Is that literally all that I made? I know I made some create a pet stuff, but that, oh, these are the lights. Okay. This is the pet bed, and if you want functional lights, not even lined up properly. There we go. You can even see the seams between them. Oh my gosh, I did that so badly. Yeah, I think that was the only in-game pet thing that I did. So yeah, pet stuff is good. And like I said, I've been quite on a high of the prospect of getting a cat. I've never owned a cat before. Marlo has. He's had 2 of them. My family was all just dog people, hated cats. But yeah, we'll see see how it goes. Got into streaming finally. So close to Philly, which is cool. That's cool. Good job. I believe in you. What I'm going to do, okay, because one of the things that I want to do, see, I even have a bunch of pet custom content that I just I've never used because I don't play the game, but there's some cute stuff in here. Okay, so cat trees. This is kind of like your deluxe. I've been calling these like deluxe cat trees, like these really tall ones. Like this is a cat tree, but this is a deluxe cat tree. So I need to look into having this cat tree and how it kind of lines up with this actually. Kind of. But I would still I need to see if there's a way that I can, because all of these platforms and stuff don't match up with these platforms. I was thinking about researching into that later and just making the cat tree today. And just figuring out like the technical part of it later and if it works. Your family's all dog people too? Yeah, I'm still very much a dog person, but I live in an apartment, so there's no outside access. So keeping a dog here would just be cruel. Um, but I don't have anything against cats. I just have absolutely no experience with cats. Like when I first moved, I know this is like I'm very talkative and not doing a lot today. um, when I first moved into this apartment, there was a girl in another apartment just down from us that was moving out the same day, and she had a cat, and it was the sweetest, friendliest cat, and it was the first experience. Hi, Luann. Welcome. I'm doing a little bit of a talky talk right now. But I had never really had any experience with cats at all before meeting this cat, and she was the sweetest cat ever. I don't know if that's normal for a cat, but my like thoughts on cats are just that they're not very sociable. But this cat loved, like, she came in and she would just be wandering around and just would come over and would accept belly rubs. And this cat was just so affectionate, and I fell in love with her. And she was so cute. And because it's kind of a little bit not great, the situation, because the girl that owned her was moving to New Zealand and she couldn't find anyone to home this cat, so she just left the cat to roam. And I was really sad about that, and I wanted to take the cat in, but our landlord at the time said no, but someone else in the area adopted her afterwards. So she came around. She lived on my balcony for a few days. Um, I only have like a really small balcony. That's the only outside access I do have. Um, and I had like a little setup for her, but yeah, I haven't seen her in a long time now because apparently she got adopted out. So I hope that she did. I hope that she's okay, and she really changed my view on cats. Anyway, that was a tangent. um, so I'm gonna make a cat tree, figure out the logistics of it later. What I really need to. Oh, I don't have. I need to get that mod again that lets you like filter better because I want to filter by not custom content. Cat tree, cat beds. See, most of what I have in here is custom content. Oh my gosh. Cat beds in here, like that's like just a flat bed. Gosh, I just want non-custom content stuff. Apparently not. Whatever. I'm gonna do a cat tree and then everything cats. You like cats, Luad? I'm learning to love. I don't know. Like I said, I'm a dog person. I don't have any experience with cats, but yeah, I'm gonna sort stuff out later. What I could do is just, like I said as well, I'm a little bit all over the place today. Any day now, maybe. You're without cats for the moment? I see, I see. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, why'd I do that? I don't want custom content. Let's filter by cats and dogs. Okay, so some of the things that we could do is litter boxes. They're kind of standard. Some pet bowls. I was thinking of doing some pet bowls as well. Some of these stuff I've never seen before. Okay. And then I probably went past the cat trees and didn't see them at all. Yeah. Alright. Let's clone this. And what I could do actually is, with this cat tree, this is like the main big cat tree, right? There's also some smaller versions. These ones. This is all the other varieties. There's like a bunch of different varieties. That's like tiny. I'm sorry, guys. Hey, we have Eloise back. Totally not my favorite. Just gonna do a little refresh so that way if anyone does the text to speech, it's actually gonna work. You think that would fix every issue I have? Same. I don't want to look at getting a cat as like only getting a cat because I am lonely, but it would also help the fact that I am lonely. Yeah, I feel you, I feel you. But yay! You're right. It's Cat Squishmallow. I didn't really put two and two together, but yeah. But what I could do is if I sort out all of the different like slots and stuff, I could reuse, because if I make the first original cat tree, right? Oh, it was there for a second. I can reuse like little bits and pieces from this to like put together the smaller versions. So that's my thoughts. And yeah, I really like this cat tree. It was this one or another one, but Marlo really, really likes this one, and I've really grown to like this one too. So going with this cat tree. This one. What am I gonna call this? I guess a dreamy cat tree set. I would like to do all of the different types of cat trees. Dreamy cat tree. Oops. Set. There's like large. Maybe I'll call this like extra large. Extra large. Meaning to get a cat for ages, but living in rentals means sometimes it's hard to get said cat. Yes, yes. I'm currently in a rental in an apartment, so that's the thing is like we're thinking it's gonna be okay. It's not like we're gonna get a cat without permission, of course, but we're also not thinking they're gonna flat out refuse it just because there was someone else in the complex that did have a cat. So yeah, it can be tricky, especially where you are. Like I know in Australia, it's becoming easier to be able to have. This is extra large. To be able to have pets, but still, yeah. I hope. What is happening? Why did that come up with another save as? Yeah, I hope you're able to get a cat one day. Pets are really great, and I've been a few years without a pet now. Like my entire life, like my family got our dog Sparky when I was 6 or 7, and so my whole life I've had pets around. So it's really weird to be without pets, but sadly I've gotten used to it. But I don't want to be used to it. What am I doing? This is in. Okay, I want to import the original mesh for reference. So meshes will have a rig part to them, a shadow mesh. This isn't going to export the texture, is it? No, texture's not exported. That's fine. This is basically the shadow. Or is a bug on my screen? I'm not going to be able to show you without like exporting the image separately. Anyway, the main object, and with the rig, I'm just noticing it's got in the rig for all of the platforms. Like it has, I don't know if you can see too well, but it's got these parts. Hello? No, not working? Okay. I don't know how I can make them bigger, but basically part of the rig controls, I'm guessing that's like a scratching post there on the side that this goes to. This is a toy that it can play with. Subroot. Okay, definitely gonna have to look into it. Like I said, I'm gonna figure out like the technical parts of it later. Okay, and it's got all those purple triangles are like slots. So it's got feathers and toy and string. Okay. So I feel like it's going to be doable. I'm just going to have to change some of the rig and change these slots here, but I should be able to adjust it to fit all of the different platforms and stuff for the new cat tree. Like I said, I'll figure that out later because it's probably going to involve me watching tutorials and messing around figuring stuff out, but let's hide that for now and get started. I luck it'll end up like my father the most because he's a cat magnet. Ah, that's so cute. Generally does seem to enjoy us living here, so hopefully that'll will work out. She actually asked me to paint the garage door. Oh, okay. Fair enough. I wish you the best of luck. I wish I could help, but yeah, that's kind of our situation too, where we've been here for a while, we're good tenants, hoping they're gonna like us and let us keep a cat. Modifying Skyrim footage with NIF scope with all those little rig lines. Yeah, rigs are difficult. And especially when it's like used in this case where it's like such an abstract thing. It's like the rig is just used for like all the different spots that like the pet can sit and jump up to and everything. Yeah. What I should have also done, what I'm gonna do, let me just grab something. Hopefully it doesn't load on this main screen. It is, okay. This is all of my research for all of the cat stuff. Don't judge me. I like my spreadsheets and I like doing research and I like being prepared. But I have a link to where I'm actually going to buy the cat tree from. So I'm hoping if they have like a front view of it. They do not. Okay, let's just eyeball it then. Like if they had the front view, I could put the image into Blender and kind of just like trace over it as like a guide, but they don't, so it's fine. What I will do though is bring in the picture here so that way you guys can see it better. Oh, better idea. Better idea. Give up some screen real estate here to do this. So that's most of it. And hopefully I can get all of these little things like working. That would be really cute. So just add in a cube. No better way to start. And then I'm just going to work from the ground up. I'll enable this one temporarily for reference, although it doesn't really matter because I can just scale it later. That's what I'm deciding to do. Ignore scale and I'll just figure it out later. Then we're going to round out these corners. So let's bevel it, add a few segments. Cool, that's the base done. Add in cylinders for all of these poles here, and then they don't need to be too detailed. Just thinking how much detail is going to go into this. Maybe I'll bring it down to like 10. Because it's going to be quite small. These are just going to be like the support pillars / scratching post. You know what I could do is just look at reference for these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so base games 1 have 8 polygons around. So that means mine's going to be a little bit more detailed. Which is fine. I'm fine with that. That's why we get custom content, right? Always better than the base game stuff. Alright, and then we've got 4 of these, but they're not very evenly placed. Actually. Did someone make the TikTok pink sauce in The Sims 4 yet? Oh my gosh. I have no idea what is going on with that. I'm gonna be honest. I know that there was like a thing. I know it was a thing, but it's like I've only ever seen the criticism of it. I've never seen the actual pink sauce thing. And the videos that I keep getting on my For You page is like, I've never seen the original video. I only ever see like people picking it apart and everything. And it's like, it's just, I have no words. I also feel like this should be like a little bit more square. So let's just bring this back a little. Give more space for kitties. And let's bring this one up. And then I'm going to bevel it again. But make it a little bit more round because I'm doing the second platform here. So I might add a few more segments in because the bevels are going to be wider. It's hard to tell on this angle, but it doesn't need to be exact either, right? So roughly in the middle. If I bring this one back for reference. Oh wow, I actually kind of lined that up pretty well. But again, you know what? This is going to be, never mind. You know, now that I'm thinking of the whole pink sauce thing, I have tried to make custom foods before, but it's quite a process. Like it's out of my skill set. Like I've always wanted to model the food for people, but I don't have the ability to actually like code it into functional food or anything like that. So I always wanted to like model the food for someone and then like collaborate or work with someone to actually put it into the game. So I can't be much help to you there, but bring this up a bit. That's pretty circular. I think it would be totally doable. But here's the thing, what would you make the pink sauce out of? Like, what would it actually be? Do we even know what's in the pink sauce? If I coded pink sauce, it would kill your sim instantly. Oh my gosh. A new sim death just dropped, guys. Also, none of this is exact, by the way. I'm just eyeballing and guesstimating absolutely all of it, so... That's just what I do. That. Thanks so much for the follow, NECD. Your name's in capitals, so I assume it's like all separated. Oh my gosh, I'm so all over the place today. Okay, let's extrude that out and then bring it out like this. I'm currently making this little platform here. So I've extruded out this little bit so I can do some clouds. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bumps. That's not going to really work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I can do about 2 per. Two per works. That's fine. Thinking. I think I actually need to bring it up a little bit first before I start curving it around because there's a little bit of a wall buffer. Ah, the new Squishmallow isn't actually here yet. I decided what I was gonna do is do the vote on Discord because like not everyone can come to stream. That is not what I wanted. Selection to cursor, nope. Selection to cursor. Selection to cursor. Can you? All right. Because it is already at the cursor. Okay. I'm trying to center it up. That is not centered. I should have just kept it centered from the beginning. Would have made my life so much easier. Because basically what I want it to do, if I move like these vertices, I want it to move. Oh, it is. Okay. It's moving the other side as well to be the same. That's all that I wanted. Yeah, there is a Discord. But yeah, it was like, okay, sorry, I get so distracted. After the last stream, I was like, right, I'll do the vote for the Squishmallow, and then I'll work on the Squishmallow the next stream. And I forgot to do the vote for the Squishmallow. So Squishmallow isn't here yet. Squishmallow would be here next stream. It should be tomorrow, but then it's like, oh, what happened here? There we go, it's fine. Nothing happened. Like, that's only going to be a day before the next stream, so it's like... Maybe I'll give it like 2 days or something. We'll see. It's just like bad timing on my part. You guys will get a new Squishmallow. It just depends on when. It was all like poor planning on my part. Do I know if there's actually a better way to do this or not? No. Do I want to know if there's a better way to do this or not? Also no.
Meow 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 meow.
Oh my gosh. That, I'm not gonna lie, that did jump scare me a tiny bit because I wasn't expecting it at all, but I should know that I should have been expecting it, but I wasn't. You know, expect the unexpected or something like that. Yeah, jump scare. Also, thanks for the head pats. Squish head pats, of course. I do not have head pats. I do not deserve head pats. This is gonna be... I actually don't know how I'm going to do this. I might just have to do this individually because I don't want these to be connected. I want this to be like 2 more little bumps. I might make them taller than the others as well. Yeah, it's okay. It doesn't have to be like completely even or anything. It's fine. Just roughly move them into place. And that's why I'm doing the overhead view as well. I don't know if you noticed, but if I show in a second, like it looks fine from this angle, but from above it's like it's all wonky. Gotta put them back in their place. That's why I was like, I don't know if there's a better way to do this, but I also don't care. I do things my way. I do the things the way that my brain comprehends. And now I got something a little bit more straight. And now let's move it into position on top of here. Again, not doing anything exact because... Not because I'm lazy, but... We're getting there. Although now I feel like it should be bigger. Don't mind that. I actually don't mind that the bumps are a little bit flatter. If I wanted to, I could just grab the tops of all these. And then put smooth, what is it? Proportional editing on. Scale it down a bit so that way we can hide the bits that I don't want it to affect, but select the tops of these again and then bring them up a little bit. So they're more cloudy, more bumpy, that's the word. Try to find a snake tattoo since I just finished Squid Game and I've fallen for another awful, terrible fiction man. I see. Squid Game is not my thing, I'll be honest. Do not like scary stuff. But, you know, good for you. Maybe not good for you, you know, if you're falling for a terrible fiction man. As it goes. They always make the villains hot though, right? It's not our fault. It's the creator's fault. You know what? This pole all looks like it's lined up on top of each other. So I'm going to make it all lined up on top of each other. One can just go up. Alright, I'm going to go back down a little bit. First of all, I'm going to save this because I have not saved it at all yet. And I would actually be disappointed if I lost. Lost all my hard work so far. If evil, why hot? Yeah, exactly. Less scary and more so depressing, honestly. I see. Hey, Yoko, you're here! Welcome. Also, don't feel bad. Like, I know that you say I'm finally here, but it's like, don't feel like you have to be here for like the whole stream. It's fine.
Ice cold water.
You guys have a life. It's chill. You know how I went and refilled my water bottle, like, at the start of stream? It's half done already. But thanks, cute Tommy girl. Drank some water, just for you. Yeah, okay. I know it's quite gory though, right? Like, that's another thing about it. Because I don't like that either. Added another cylinder, and I'm gonna do the little ladder part. Yeah, this is just a circle, so I'm just gonna plop it here. Again, I do not care about symmetry. I actually know for a fact though that this isn't like in the middle of the platform, it's like off to the side a bit. When we get the cat tree, I want to see if I can like rotate this so that way the ladder goes like off to the side, because where we want to put it is like, it would be better if it was off to the side and not sticking out the front. So hopefully I'm going to be able to, otherwise, I don't know. It's nothing that a few nails and some glue can't fix, right? Right? Let's put in... I'm gonna work the side of the ladder from a plane. Actually, no, I'm not. You know what? Ladder is actually just part of a circle. Maybe I should have scaled it up before I did anything, but I think that actually might be good. So, bring it in a bit to form the framework, but delete most of the circle. And then we get half of a ladder.
If I'm lucky, Mr. Talent will rub his tentacles on my art.
Thanks, Yoko! Do you not have anything to spend your channel points on anymore? I appreciate it though, and I'm sure Squish appreciates the head pats. Feels like it sticks out a lot because what if I make it like a little bit less of a curve?
Cat jumps scare meow 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 meow.
Why is it so loud? Eloise, you are so loud. You scared me again. You knew exactly what you were doing with that text-to-speech too. Turn the volume down now. But good job. Yeah, did scare me a little bit. Let's just do median point for now. I gotta fix up a few things for this though. So first of all, I think it might be a little bit too thick now. And then we just need to bring this one down a little. It doesn't matter if it's not a perfect circle anymore. It was just to get the framework. Fine, guys, it's fine. Then we got one half of the ladder. Might actually move it back a little bit more so it, first of all, doesn't sit out quite as much. Just so it's more logically connecting here. Feel? Yeah. Eloise is loud. I think I'm just used to having Miles here. It is normally Miles. I'm also going to bevel the edges of these just with like a really small bevel so they're not so sharp. So literally just maybe even just one segment. See how that just kind of takes the edge off? Just rounds it out a tiny bit. Miles is the favorite. I don't know why either. Miles is actually the Squishmallow that my partner has. Eloise and Sophia are my Squishmallows. And I actually I recently bought a Gustava Squishmallow. But yeah, I don't know. He's actually a dragon, but yeah, everyone loves him. And I don't know what it is. Not really complaining. I know chat can have a favorite, but who knows? Chat might have a new favorite with the poll that's going to happen. Okay, I want to add in cylinders because these look like maybe like elongated cylinders, or maybe just regular cylinders. I don't know. But they're going to be really simple, really small. Help the kitties get up. Even though it's actually going to serve no purpose or anything, this is just for the look of it, but we can pretend that the cats are going to use it. It's so cute. I'm liking it already. It's so cute. You like Eloise? She looks like a cat. I like cats. She is a cat. And the one that I have is actually, she's a 20-inch Squishmallow. She is huge. And I love her so much. She is my favorite. Because she is my favorite IRL. Because it was a gift. It's very special to me. So, yeah. What I forgot to do is change the color management. It's a bit easier for you guys to see. Oh my gosh. I'm also thinking I want to be a little bit extra. Yeah, cylinder, but let's bring it down to 6 vertices. Scale it all the way down and make these little bolts. I can see them a little bit in the picture here, but there are like little bolts in here. I am a sucker for details and accuracy and stuff, so they don't even have to be that detailed. Like, I'm literally didn't even put it in the right spot. Just like a little tiny little detail. Over this side. And they are not in place anymore. I probably should have Wait, did I not? I forgot to duplicate them before I rotated them. Oh my gosh. What I'm going to do as well, now that I had to redo that anyway, I'm going to unwrap them so that way I don't have to unwrap them 4 times. I can just have them share the same texture space. Nothing fancy, just that's it. Because then when I duplicate it, it's just going to take up the same texture space. And we duplicate and then rotate. Rotate by the full amount, might have half a chance to. Okay, bring it across first. And then line it up. Again, I'm not going to be exact with this. It's close enough. It's just a tiny little detail. Getting ready for the day, so keep moving back to see more done. Ah, that's awesome! So you just keep seeing little stages. I love that. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. It is coming along. Mom came back for the Asian market and her arm is covered in a rash because she had an allergic reaction to something. Oh my gosh. Hopefully it's not serious. Oh my gosh. What I'm gonna do, I have a hoodie on right now. It's getting really hot in my room, so I'm just gonna take it off. So I'll be like a minute. I'm back. Wow, yeah, no, that's fair. I'd be a little bit spooked too because, you know, that could have like progressed, like depending on the person, like that could have been a full-on thing, but I'm glad she's doing okay. I hope you like keep an eye on her at least for a little bit, you know, just in case, but okay. Oh, I forgot about this little ball thing down here. Okay, that's going to be really simple to do. I'm just going to add in a cube because we want it to be real skinny. It does need a lot of detail because it's just on like a little, it looks like it's on like a little coil, like a spring thing, which it probably is, but I don't know how these things work. Like I said, I have no experience with cats. Bring it out about here-ish. And then just put a simple sphere on top. I don't like that. Let's add a subdivided cube as a sphere. That should be fine detail-wise. Might be a little too much detail, but I can always bring it down later or replace it. Alright. Practically the same allergies, so at least we know we should not be careful visiting market. Yeah. Shrimp crackers? Oh my gosh. We call them prawn crackers. I think they must be the same thing. But yeah, oh my gosh. I haven't had them in years. Oh. Yeah. Is a cube going to be the best thing for this? Are they going to be able to play with it? Hopefully. Like I said, I'm going to figure out the logistics of it later. But hopefully. Hopefully. I'm also going to try out a thing. Okay. Attempt number 1. I'm currently making this little... the word basket is coming to mind, but it's not a basket. It's a little hanging hammock. That's the word. So I think the midpoint is like about there. And then if I just use proportional editing, I can just do this. Kind of like drag it around a bit. These points attach up the top as well. I really should have done this a little bit differently, but yeah, that looks terrible from the front. Oh my gosh. Hey, thanks, Jay. Glad you think so. Couldn't figure out how to spell it. Fair enough. I got there in the end. We're good. Now I just gotta figure out how to get like a nice shape on it. But I think it's turning out okay. The shape of it. I think the sides here need to be like a little bit more up as well, but my other thought was that I could probably try and do like some physics simulation for it. Want this to be down just a tiny bit, but not much. The other thing I could do is probably try sculpt it a little bit. I'm glad! Hoping it's gonna turn out really cute. And it's probably going to cement the fact that I want to buy this cat tree IRL like even more. Which isn't a bad thing. But yeah. Anyway, don't underestimate sculpt mode, honestly. It can be pretty great. Although my smooth tool is a bit too high. So let's bring the strength of that down a little bit. So I just want to lightly smooth and push these edges back up. We're getting a little bit more of a natural shape. Like a very round shape. There. I think I like that. Oh yeah, physics sim. I've done like a little bit. I haven't messed around with it too much, so I would be like fumbling around a little bit for it. But I got a thing that I think I'm happy with, so I'm just gonna leave it as is. Physics scare me too, yeah. I've tried before doing like some, I think it's actually called like cloth sim. Yeah, cloth simulation, but it is like a physics thing. I've tried doing that before for like some natural looking clothes and stuff, but I can never really get it looking as good, and like I spend more time trying to work out like the physics side of it than I could have just spent on it doing it manually. So yeah, maybe if I did spend some time like actually figuring out how like it works and stuff, but yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Also thinking if I should have like an actual connecty bit that connects from this hammock part to here. Like it looks like there's like a separate little thing there, but I'm also wondering if I should even go to that much effort. Either way, let's extrude and we'll shrink it in to make it a bit 3D. Easy peasy. And yeah, I might just leave it like that, honestly. Be shade smooth. Oh. Wait, there was hair physics in The Sims 2? Yeah, I really think hair would be really cool with some hair physics. I'm really holding out hope for The Sims 5, but also I also don't have my hopes up too high. Like I feel like, at least for me, but I feel like it goes for a lot of people, I'm really riding on the fact that they're going to take The Sims 4, The Sims 3 and The Sims 2, the best aspects of that, and then make like the ultimate Sims kind of thing. But it's probably holding out way too much hope. Let's add in a new cylinder, and we want a lot of detail in this one, so I might even go 32 because I'm going to make this canopy bit here. Canopy? Cave thing. Yeah. And that's actually quite small in comparison. Or maybe it's not. Height-wise, maybe a little bit too tall, but seems pretty good. And then again, what I'll do is I'll just bevel this top edge here. Take the edge off a tiny bit. You've never played any Sims, Yoko. How did you find me? Why? I don't want to be like, why are you here then? Like, are you here for the 3D modeling side? Like, if you're not here for the Sims part? They weren't super in depth, but the hair would sway and move with the Sims. It was neat. Oh, that is pretty cool. It's been a long time since I've played The Sims 2. I haven't played The Sims 2 since The Sims 3 came out. Yeah, that is pretty cool. Yeah, more if it wasn't so afraid of the game corrupting itself. There's so many things the game does on its own volition that can set off what amount to a corruption time bomb. Ugh, I see. Oh, you're gonna make some stickers, Yoko. That's cool. I like watching people use Blender in real time. Fair enough, fair enough. I too enjoy that. I mean, it's the same thing. I'm just using what I'm making to do Sim stuff, right? Still glad you're here. I was just curious. I wasn't trying to judge or anything. Just a little bit curious. But yeah, Marlo, I'm making the cat tree. I think I told you that this is kind of what I was planning on doing. But yes, I'm making the cat tree. This is like the biggest one. And then I'm thinking I'm also probably going to go through and like take bits and pieces and also like piece together like these smaller ones. So there's different options and stuff. But yes, very familiar, very familiar. Okay, let's make a hole for these kitties to climb through. I'm thinking this is probably going to be the best way to do it. Just do a little cut out. And I think you guys get the point by now. I'm not doing things by exact measures or evenness or anything like that. So we're just eyeballing it. And then if I take out these faces here, that should give me like a good one to start with. I'm gonna at least bring this bottom bit up a tiny bit and bring these in a little bit, maybe, okay. Bring them in a little bit so it's a little bit less of like a sharp curve, and then line it back up because it caved in a little bit here. So just going to line it back up with the outside wall here. That should work out okay. And then I think that's a pretty smooth looking hole. No one take anything that I say out of context, please. Oh, wrong thing. A little bit more round. Yes, I like the shape of that. And then I don't want it to be like, you can tell that it's just infinitely thin object, like there's no depth to it. So what if I just press all of the wrong keys? I extrude it out and then shrink it. Hey, that did work. Okay. So it's basically just grabbed all of the faces and shrinking them inwards. Don't need this. Maybe I will keep this face though. That way it's just like a different surface to the bottom. That way I can texture it a bit differently. I don't know. It makes sense in my brain. Yeah, now it's like an actual 3D object. With like inner walls and everything. And if I shade smooth on this, nice. Oh gosh, gonna stretch. Going to grab one of these legs just to duplicate it and bring it up a tiny bit. I'm pretty sure that looks like it's in the middle of that bit there, so I love how organic this all is. Like nothing really lines up properly, and I really like that. Oh, head pads. Wait, that's from Mint Stream. Wait, do you have a subscription to Mint as well? Oh gosh, can you get out of that, please? Thank you. That's so cool, because same here. I think, oh, wait. You might have gotten it because they were the person that was making that Shy Lily 3D model that I was showing you. And Shy Lily actually came in and gifted like 100 subs or something. So I think is pretty neat. Okay, let's make this little platform here, which is quite simple. Again, it's just like part of a circle. It's like a semicircle. So let's add in a cylinder to start with. 32 might be a little bit too much. I'm gonna bring it down to 24, but we only need half of them. Not even half, I need a quarter of them. Right? Or is it half? Wait, I can't tell. Let's keep half of them just in case. And then there's a thing that I learned recently where you can bridge faces, bridge edges like this. Bridge edge loops. Awesome, amazing, saves so much time. I knew Maya did something like that, but I didn't actually know it was a thing in Blender until I saw a random TikTok video the other day. Learn something new every day. Alright, we want to bridge from here to here. I can't even see where they are. Oops. Oh gosh. What if I... Ooh. That's... Like a white one? It's a whitish one. Okay, things look a bit dark right now, but it's going to help me. I thought it was going to help me. Can't see where this one is. I wonder why I can see the shadow on this one, but not this one. It's just annoying. I just want to see. Oh, wait. Okay, there we go. That can help.
Save your work once the bridge is done. It all looks amazing thus far.
Yes, I will. I promise. But thank you. I'm so glad that you guys think so. Like, it's one thing for me to be proud of it, you know? I'm allowed to be proud of my work. That's fine. But for other people to also appreciate it, that's like makes it worth it. Yeah. I like this little piece. I feel like it's a bit too. You know what? We're gonna make it bigger. We're gonna really. Oh gosh, never mind.
If I fits, I'm gonna plop my thick booty on that cat tree.
If I fits, I sits. But Marlo, I don't think you will fit. I'm not like calling you fat or anything, but this is a cat tree and you are a grown ass adult.
I just looked at it and it looks so adorable. Bella's 19 hype.
Ah, thanks, Yoko. It's coming together, isn't it? It really is. I'm happy with it, guys. I'm not afraid to be proud of my own work because if you're not proud of your own work, then what's the point? Alright, I'm going to make like a little, like a curve thing to go around here so that way it like fits over. Guys, you know. You know. So it kind of, it wraps around. Like that. And it gave me an excuse to make it a bit bigger too. Yeah, now I just go to the other side. And the reason why, okay, the reason why I'm not like extruding it out and scaling it down from here, I guess I could. Just scaling it, it like makes it thinner on top, but I can scale Shift Z to scale it not down on the top. I don't know. It's too much effort. Too many button presses. I'd rather just extrude it out and then bring these points in manually. Like I said, I do what my brain makes sense to do. Because I was probably going to have to adjust them anyway. But there we go. And then... Oh, I haven't even done the little star toy. That's going to be easy. But... Let's make the little... Let's move it over a little bit. Make the little side canopy. That's going to be so cute if I can let a cat sit in that. That's going to be so cute. I hope I can. I hope that I can make this fully functional. That is the goal and the intention, but whether I'm going to actually be able to will depend on the game, essentially, or also my own skill, but I'm going to try my best. Promise I will try my best. how am I going to do this? I mean, it's kind of just add in a cylinder for reference. 24 vertices sound fine. Delete all these ones, so we're left with just the top. And then if I extrude and scale it in a little bit to give us some detail to work with. Fully foundational cat tree. That's the voice that came to mind. Don't know why, but it did. Size. Let's make it a bit bigger. Why not? I can make things as big as I want. You need to check something with it. What do you need to check? I think this is the trick. I need to be not so pointy, like really flat on the bottom, I think. I don't know, that doesn't really look natural. I could shape it to be like that one, but what I might do, I'm gonna make like a little bit of a puffy rim on it. Just to be more accurate to this one. It's kind of like got a bit of a bunching thing going on. There's obviously like a hoop that goes around to keep it stable. And so this is going to be like the casing for it. Like I said, I am a sucker for details and accuracy. So actually, if I undo that part, I can just extrude all that and then shrink it in.
My Rofilcopter goes swa 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 s.
I'm gonna admit, you're not the first person that has tried to do stuff like that. Kanaza is a big fan of doing those things, but I appreciate. Were you expecting it to sound different? I'm sorry. Oh, you know what I could do? I don't even have to merge them all together. What I can do, just select the edge loop, dissolve them. Oh wow, it's a miracle. Saves me so much work. Maybe this was a little bit too detailed. I don't know. I'm gonna do as well. I'll just bring it up temporarily so I can see what I'm doing. But I want to grab these ones. Bear with me. Just gonna make it go around here, essentially, like I did for the last ones. But I'm doing it in kind of like a backwards way. What I'm gonna do is just manually add in the edge loops. Go like this. There we go. It's totally supporting and functional. Sorry, I'm here. What's up, Marlo? Is it a busy night at work? Or is it pretty chill by the fact that you are in my chat right now? Oh, why did it go on an angle? Just fix that. Anyway, this is supposed to be under here anyway. But I just need to see what I was doing, so... I don't even know if Marlo can hear me. Let's bring this in a tiny bit. It's just not like sticking out quite so much. I like the overhang a little. I'm tempted to still like make it a bit like more natural. If I just hide everything that I don't want it to affect. I like a little bit more like lumpiness to it. Like I'm gravitating more towards like how the reference image looks. Just because that's the reference that I have in front of me. Like more down on one side. I think it looks a bit better. Might bring it out more in the front as well. I'll come back to it. Oh, I didn't save after I did the bridge, did I? I'm sorry. I promised you that I would, Sid. My bad. Alright. And then before we move up to the
gravity
next...
is gravitating. That's good.
Gravity's working just as it should. All good, guys. Alright, I might just grab... I'm gonna steal this thing. As the string that's gonna sit down from here. Just a tiny little string. And then if I add in I'm just going to do a circle to start with 10 faces, 10 vertices, sorry, my bad. Because did you know that stars are just fancy cylinders? Oop, star. Actually, let's bring this out a bit, make it 3D. Because you know, we are doing 3D stuff. Why not make it 3D? make it more circular here. Nope, don't like that. It's just... I don't know, did you just watch Black Magic happen? And then, okay, let me do a different view for you. Haha, at the back of the star. Although, I just realized, I do want like a little bit of a gap between them. So I'll select all these edges and all these edges, and then edge, bridge edge loops. 3D star! Get a bit fatter. And then to top it all off, I'll grab these really pointy edges. Give them a tiny bit of a bevel. That's not working too well. You know what it is? Half of these faces are inside out. Calculate them, and then I should be able to bevel them now. Yes, perfect. Just to take the edge off. I feel like if in the 1800s, if I was to do anything that I do today, I would be called a witch. They weren't very accepting back then, I can imagine. Not at all. You know what I forgot to do as well? I was going to rotate this. Because it is on a bit of an angle here. Then we'll rotate this one to match, replace it. Close enough. Weren't very smart, yeah. Then again, there's some people today that aren't very smart either, right? See some weird stuff. Alright, I just quickly unwrap the star because I am going to be using it again. Alright, let's do a quick save. And then let's work on the next level. I feel like this may actually be a little bit warped in shape. It looks kind of like a cloud shape, just from this angle. Does this tell me anything? Oh, it might actually be this kind of shape. Oh, it might be the cloud shape here. I'm gonna make it a cloud shape. I'm gonna start with a plane. How am I gonna do this? Okay. Just gonna focus on the top part first. And then fix up the bottom half later. I do not like this cloud shape. People are very dumb nowadays as well. You have to used to have a friend and they told me asthma was just hyperventilating. I can say we are no longer friends. Ooh. And I'm guessing you are someone that does have asthma and you know very much that that's not the case and they were just trying to tell you, oh, but I know what it is, and trying to diminish your struggles and all that fun stuff. I'm gonna try and copy these cloud shapes a little bit better, by the way. Oh, you have a best friend with asthma. Still just as bad, but yeah. I don't have anything to say about that. But probably for the best that you are no longer friends. Okay, that's kind of the shape that I want here. It's just going to be... big fluffy shape here. You know, I could also probably be using proportional editing to have a much easier time like this. Okay. Half a cloud. Very rough half of a cloud. Do 3 more, I think, to do this end cloud bit here. Doing something as simple as like making a cloud shape from scratch doesn't seem like it would be that difficult. Or maybe I gave up too early. Either way, I have a much nicer cloud shape now. Might just add a little bit of extra detail into this one though. Generally watched someone start having an asthma attack and he was trying to tell me they were just hyperventilating. Ooh. Yeah, I'm sure the person also having the asthma attack wasn't too thrilled about that. See, I don't know a lot about it, but like I know at least that is not hyperventilating. Like there's a reason it's called hyperventilating and not an asthma attack. That should be fine. That should be fine. I like the shape of it, so we're gonna go with it. And actually, let's go back to our original tree. First of all, I was modeling it after this one, so I can probably just like copy paste it as well for that one. Just change it up a little bit. In fact, I'm going to do that. I'm going to just save it for later. Thinking. Okay. Size-wise, I kind of like the size of it. It doesn't match up exactly, but what if I put that more centered there? Yeah, that's a little bit too big, isn't it? Or maybe not. Like, this cat's sitting, like, all the way back here. A little bit big. And realistically, it would come out past here. I bring it back this way a little. It's getting a little bit warped, but you know, it's a cloud. It's fine. Just extrude it up a bit to give it some thickness. Alright, that pole that I randomly extruded up originally is probably actually a good size. Okay. Sorry, I'm looking between them for like seeing if the scale is good, because fitting the circle in here, it seems like it's a bit small, but then again it is kind of just small. Let's bring in another cylinder. Probably doesn't need to be 24. Let's bring it down to, whoops, not 187, 18? Sure. Don't know how long this is supposed to be either, so. And then we'll select all of these, and then bridge edge loops. You know, I could probably make it the width of the whole cloud. That would probably make sense. I put it on a bit of an angle. Just to fit between there a little bit better. Does seem like it sits out a lot, and that's partially because of this cloud here, but I feel like that's too narrow really to like be bringing in anymore. Yeah, a tiny bit more. Now we're gonna make like a little bit of a pillar to put inside here. Let's make it as a cube. And then subdivide it a bit. Don't need all these subdivisions though. Maybe I should have waited to put it on an angle, but too late now. let's rotate this around. Maybe this wasn't the best way to do it, but how I chose to do it in the moment, so. Grab these edges here and just expand them out. Make them real fluffy, cushiony, pillowy. Then I can deform it a little bit. Was that too much detail to put in there? Maybe. But I'm doing it regardless. Bring the corners in a little bit to make it a bit softer. Cool. Cool. Then actually make
We're saved! We're saved! We are saved!
yep. Let me just drag this out, please. Alright, let's save. I love that saving in Blender is just so easy. Doesn't take any time. Whereas saving in Maya. I'm taking a bit of a drink break though. 2 for 1. Alright, so next up, maybe what I'll do is I want to bring this up a little bit to act as the support for where Cloud is going to go. Because realistically, that would be the case. Maybe it's a little big. Thinking. I actually think that it's held in. You can see like a little dot there and there. I think it's held in a little bit differently, but maybe I'll just fake it a little bit. Oh, you finished your stickers! Were you drawing them? Do you make them yourself? I would like to know. If you would like to share, that is. Alright, and now I'm going to cut a circle out of here. I could just boolean it, but... maybe I will. Alright, let's add a cylinder with maybe 12? Yeah, 12 vertices. And we'll put it where we want to have the hole in here. Roughly there. I am exaggerating like the size a little bit on some things, but do I put the boolean on what I want it to be or the object? I think that's it. Okay, if I apply that, yeah, it's got a hole cut out of it now. Look at that. What I don't like is how I got all of these vertices that don't quite match up, so I'm just going to manually adjust them. Okay, and then for the remainder of them, I'll just use a knife to attach them back to here. Gonna go play Uno? That's a very random thing to do, but have fun. Feeling like maybe I should cut it back to here because it's really close. So I kind of want to put a vertex in here and then just merge it back to here. Like that, just as a little bit neater. And then I might do that for this side as well. Just cut it there and then put it back to up here. Them in. It's like a little bit messy, but it's not too bad. And then let's grab star here, duplicate it. I'm not sure if this one's going to be possible to play with. It kind of hangs off quite far. I'd move it in a little bit. I'll see what I can do. Like I said, I would like this to be like fully functional, but if it's not, then it's not. Take the star around a bit. And that wasn't even lined up, which means this one, yeah, this one's not lined up. Then we've got a little moon hanging from the little cutout. It's got like a tiny little string. And then for moon, add another another cylinder. Might just be able to do this manually. Right, inset it and move it. Delete the faces that I don't want. What am I looking for? Bridge edge loops. This is kind of like my brain's getting there. Like it gets to solutions a weird way sometimes. Like this is just how my brain works. It looks like a mess right now to anyone else watching, but don't necessarily do things all in a correct order or anything. Just like manually fixing it up to be a better shape. Kind of also tempted to just, first of all, let's rotate that so we got it the right way. I add in this as a reference. It just has a really nice shape, and I wasn't getting that really nice shape. So it's hard to tell where it is sometimes. Okay. Bring the point of it up here. Get a little bit more rounded. It does have a really nice shape, but also it looks a little bit odd. So I'm just trying to fix it a little bit. Maybe if I do have it facing more up. Yeah, that was it. Okay. And then as the last thing, I'm going to add a loop cut around so that way I can pattern it into something a little bit softer. Down. Awesome. It's a bit bigger than the stars, but I kind of like it. Yeah. Getting there. Do you have just a random star that's like hanging off the side there? So I imagine it's like kind of like just a Velcro star. But let's put it on anyway. About here. Then we've got like a little cloud to make. Oh, speaking of the moon, I can see it outside my window. It's very bright. Alright, what I might actually do, okay, let's do a quick save, but let's bring that image back. Because I like the shape of that cloud, and I know that if I try and do a cloud from scratch again, it's not going to work out well, so... This is only going to be a small toy, so I'm going to make it quite low poly. Then extrude this out. Then here comes a predicament. I might have to put this into 2 by just cutting through here. You're still here, manga. Hello. Extrude this one. No, I want to extrude both of those out, I think. To grab this point and bring it here, that's what I want. And then I can just extrude it from here. So I kind of wonder if like the points are like a little bit too pointy. Like it's going to be small, but also maybe mayhaps. No, okay, I think for the size of it, that's actually not too bad. Just extrude it back. Give it some shape. They'll have to do. And this is just a small little cloud that hangs down from here-ish. Make it a bit bigger. Just grab one of these strings. Cool. It is a bit flat though. What could I do? At a point in here, I can like bring this point out. Make it a little bit puffy. It doesn't really work as well. Might just leave it flat, but that's okay. Alright, and the last part of this is the top part. The little toy part up here. So I might Bring it up a little bit higher. Put a cap on this. That way it's a little bit rounder. Just start with cubes, I guess. It's the wrong button. That's really all these things are, is like a really simple arm that comes out. Do like a little bit of this. Grab a string. And then I'm gonna borrow this ball here. Actually, if I'm gonna be duplicating it 3 times, let's unwrap it a bit first. Work smarter, not harder. And it has to be edges along there. That should all unwrap. So if I mark the seams there. I should have also unwrapped the... Yeah, look at that. Awesome. That's exactly what I wanted. I should have also unwrapped the strings before I duplicated them all, because now I'm going to have to do it like 6 times, but that's okay. I'm probably not going to put any texture detail into them anyway, because they are such a small detail, so... Bring this up. That isn't even lined up. Alright, and then we'll also... Don't need that face there because it's not going to be seen, but let's also unwrap this. Very simple, just an extended cube. Give them around here. I need to check actually, did I make them a good size? I think they're a good size, they're just too high. More like that. String's a little bit longer. It'd be great if this does end up being functional, because there's like 3 toys here that I can play with. Oh, you're on an early break. Oh my gosh, it's not even 1:30. But that's good. Makes up for the past few days. Guess what? I just finished this. The modeling of it. Doesn't it look so good? Maybe actually... I should have maybe... made the arms of these a little bit longer. Just scale them in to each other. Yeah, I think that's a bit better. Yeah! I think it is so cute too. So now I have the fun task of unwrapping it all and then doing a texture for it. But what, we're only 2 hours in and I modeled a whole damn cat tree. This is gonna look so cute. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a quick break and I'll only be like 5 minutes and then I'll be back to continue working on it. Hello. I've returned. I'm also about to sneeze, gosh. I didn't sneeze, but that was real bad timing. I got a snack as well, so that's why it was a little bit longer. But, okay, what I need to do is the texture of this cat tree. Just for reference. Gosh, I was about to sneeze, but I didn't. And so, like, my vision's kind of, like, laggy, I guess. Is that just a me thing? Also, the texture is 1024 by 1024. And I've got all of these bits and pieces to do. Let's just start at the bottom. Thinking I might, because there's so many different pieces in here, I think I might actually need to make the texture a bit bigger. Thinking. Do a seam at the back. The bottom doesn't need to be anything too special. I can scale that right down, so that's not a big deal. I can delete these faces in here just to make things a bit neater, because they are never, ever going to be seen. But just save some space on the map, and then I can just cut down the back of them. This back one though, I want to do something a little bit special with it. Hey, you're back, cute Tomigo. Thank you. Yeah, done with the modeling of it, actually. So now I gotta go through and make cuts all over it to unwrap it. So it's just a little bit tedious, but that means I get to work on the texture. So with this back pole, because it's all just one long cylinder, I'm actually gonna put cuts where I want there to be a difference in texture, so I can separate it out at least a little bit. Just so it's not all one piece, because if it's all one piece, then this whole thing has to be spread out along like the height of the texture map. But if I spread it, if I cut it up, then they can be their own separate pieces and get more space for the texture. If that makes sense, I hope it does. Cut down the back too. Hi, Softy. How are you today? I'm making a cat tree. This is the reference cat tree. Which is a cat tree that I hope to buy in my near future for my future cats that I don't have cats yet, but I hope to very soon.
That's some cute catto tree.
Oh my gosh, I still need to turn the volume down. But hey, at least you got like a slight jump scare out of it, Softy. Thank you so much for the bits and for the compliment. I'm glad you're really appreciating it. I hope it wasn't too loud for everyone else as well. It probably was. I'm sorry. I need to remember to turn it down. But I don't get bits that often, so I keep forgetting. Oh, they need more texture space. Yes, I will be upping the texture space on this. This cat tree here is all in a 1024 by 1024, which is okay for this. I think it's like a decent, like carpety kind of texture. But because I've got lots of bits and pieces in mine, like a lot of surface area, it's not going to be as much texture like on mine. Like I'm going to need more space if I want it to be like the same resolution, and I want it to be a high resolution as well because it's custom content and we can do that. So what I might do is also cut this one because it does have a change in texture as well. All right, so that's all of that one. If I UV unwrap it, and we get all of these little bits and pieces that I get to jigsaw together later. All right, next piece is these ones. Very easy. I'm just going to cut out the top and the bottom circles and then put a slit down the back here to separate out that ring into a straight line. This one's a little bit more complicated because I decided to extrude out this back part, but I'm going to separate it out into the two pieces. So this like cloudy, bumpy part, I've completely separated it out where it joins to the main circle. And so I'm just going to mark the circles, like working on this part first. And then for the cloud part, I think I'll separate out the front face, like the front side of it from the inner side of it. I think that'll be the best thing to do. That's okay, JD. Have fun. Alright, and then we'll do this bottom part, although I am realizing something. I'm going to do a cut at the front here, cut at the front here. And I'm actually going to remove this cut from underneath here. So that way the bottom of the cloud part isn't like this annoying, like small part to work with, and it's just like connected to the rest of the bottom here. But this should be fine. I'll make a little cut on the corners here. I won't. I'll make a cut on the corners here. I'm not sure how this is actually going to work out. I feel like it's going to work, but I can just select by seam, so everything that's connected to this seam that I just selected. I should be able to unwrap it, and it's pretty good, but actually maybe even if I undo all of that seam cutting there. I was trying to be fancy about it, but maybe it doesn't need to be fancy. If I just unwrap it, yeah. Too easy. So we've got like the inner face here, and then this row on top is this row on top. And it unwrapped pretty neatly, so. Actually, if I UV unwrap all of it, we've got all of these circles, we've got these parts. Actually, borderline don't even need this part separated as well. So if I clear that, it's not going to have this one thin row as well. So rather than a circle here and then this strip here, it's just connected the strip onto the circle itself. So just saves a little bit of piecing together, I guess. Alright. The ladder, I should have actually unwrapped both of these pieces before I duplicated them, but that's fine. I'm going to delete these hidden faces in here that I'm never going to use, never going to see. Make a cut underneath. And I think these are actually going to share the same texture space as well. Might just delete one of them even and then just replace it. That way they're taking up the same spot. I already unwrapped these little bolts, so that's all good. Just need side parts, so I'm very visual kind of person, so I can kind of see, like, I'm picturing like where these cuts are, that it's no longer connected to the rest of this, and like imagining this face that I've just selected folding out, and like where else I need to do my cuts so that way it folds out neatly. I think is here and here. Sometimes I'm wrong. Yeah, just I can visualize that. I know it's like a hard thing for some people, which is fair. But I don't know, it's just I've always been like quite visual in that sense, so. Oh no, your phone's about to die? That's not good. It's okay. I'll forgive you. It's fine. Oh, what did I just do? Oh, okay, delete that, but unhide the spare one I put in. Yep, cool. So that's that and that done, and that done. I'm just merging them together as I've unwrapped them all. It's a mess here, but I'll get to that later. And it'll just be easier for me to keep track of. This whole thing is going to be fun. Cut down the back. And then on the inside, cut out the bottom here. And then I think I'll also cut out the top part. You know what? I don't need that much detail on there. Let's dissolve these edges. So it's just one flat edge on the inside. That's fine. And then make a cut down the back on the inside. Unwraps neatly. Nice. Merge it back in with everything else that I've also unwrapped. This one is also going to be quite easy. I'm just going to do the top separating out from the bottom. Yeah, and then I'll just cut the long strip along the edge into two. I'm just, for some reason, I am having trouble visualizing this. Okay. I clear the seam here. And clear the seam here. Yeah, okay, so let's put that edge onto there, and then we've got the bottom face. Arguably, you could probably... that distorts it quite a lot, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep it as two separate pieces, that's fine. It's just like, the less individual pieces I have is going to be a bit easier because I'm already getting like a lot of pieces in here. Maybe I'll actually go back to this one. I clear that entire seam. Okay, so yeah, it has put it around onto one, and then that means I have a lot less of those long strips to deal with. Okay, so I'm just going to remove like the seam around the very top, so that way there's no seam from the top leading into the side, but there will be a seam like underneath, but it's not going to be as noticeable anyway, so. And yeah, just a bit neater. I also don't need these cuts in the side here because they're just making it a little bit messy there. Also, sorry that I have such a small window here. That's just all I need. So, and then get rid of the top around here and that back edge. And like, you can just see it consolidates it. You've got all these little pieces here and then a lot neater, I think. Okay, but that's about all that I can do. Everything else is pretty as much as I can do. Gosh, just select that one edge, please. Thank you. And then select these back edges. So if I select these bottom edges -1, it'll all be unwrapped as one. Again, just a bit neater, less pieces that I have to deal with. I'm avoiding doing this little basket on the side. I do not want to do it. Right, and unwrapped into 2 pieces. This pillow is gonna cut down the sides because it's just a fancy square, fancy cube, I mean. Cut down the sides and then cut all around the bottom edge aside from one face. And then unwrap it, keeps it all together. Cool. That's gonna be an interesting story. I might just not bother and separate it out into 2 pieces like this. I'm just doing the easy parts first. The basket probably isn't going to be too difficult now that I think about it for more than a second, but because I had to think about it for more than a second, my brain just rather move on to things that I know how to do without having to think about it. Alright, these clouds are good to go. Merge it in with the rest. These, I unwrapped them, right? Yes, except for the strings, but that's fine. The moon and the stars I might do like really easy as well. I'm just going to unwrap it from the projection, so the front and back is going to be mapped to the same area, pretty much mirrored. Which isn't a big deal for like these small little toys. Oh wait, I already unwrapped the star, didn't I? Okay. Yep, okay. Cool, 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 cool. And then the strings were the last thing that I didn't do beforehand. But honestly, I might just keep this unwrapping that they've already got because I don't really want to add detail into them. There's not a lot of detail in them to start with, and I kind of don't really want to waste texture real estate for them, so you can go in with the rest. This cloud I did do, didn't I? Yeah, just didn't merge it in. This cylinder is all done, which leaves the basket is the only other thing. But what I should be able to do, like really easy, is separate out this little bracket part. Just like do it as two separate shapes. I don't have to worry about thinking about them together. So for the bracket part, I'm just gonna do the same thing as before, where I just do the bottom aside from one seam. And that's pretty good. I'm not too worried about it. And then for this, if I just separate out the top, sorry, the inside and the outside, I should be left with two circles. Like that. Yeah. Wasn't hard at all. I just looking at it, I was like, complicated shape, let's not think about that. Okay. And now we're gonna make sense of all this. I think I might break it down first into like these four things. The four panels, platforms, that's the word, platforms. Overthinking, yes, 100%. And I said this bottom one doesn't need to have much space at all because it's going to be on the floor. You're never going to see the bottom. The other ones though, you can see the underside, and I want to add in some texture shading, like some ambient occlusion style stuff, like where things intersect. So I will leave some more space for that. So these ones into each other. And then, okay, I'm gonna go largest, excuse me, largest to smallest. So any small things I can just like fit into gaps and stuff. Was that the best way to do that? I don't know. It gets confusing when you've got like organic shapes and stuff. And then I guess let's do these smaller platforms. Cylinder, not the cylinder, this cloud. Down here. like these other things, that way I can work off of them. And so like this cloud shape thing, I can fit pretty nicely into there actually. Should have done the bigger circles first. Definitely a tedious part that I don't normally do on stream, but it's the part that I'm doing next, so. Actually, what if I... shuffle things around a little bit. This one over a tiny bit. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Way, bring everything back. Really hope I'm gonna have enough space for this. I might actually have to scale some stuff down. That in comparison to that, that could probably be a little bit smaller, all of this stuff. You kind of want to keep them all relatively the same scale, so that way the texture's going to be the same size across all of it. Fancy people will often use like a grid texture. Like, I will actually demonstrate, because why not? So if I bring in an image texture of this isn't the best one to demonstrate. It really should be, the grids should be really a lot smaller, but it helps you see if there's any like warping happening in the texture. It shows you how big the texture is on some parts compared to others. Yeah, there's a lot of other different grids out there. This one isn't the best one. It's also very confusing to look at, so I'm just gonna not do that. There we go. Maybe I should go ahead and do all polls. I wanted them to be disconnected. Guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Because the joint in the texture is going to be covered by this anyway. So for this one, it doesn't matter too much. For the big one, okay, I remember now. And now I have to go through and select everything again. What else did I do? I did this one. This one. And right, I just didn't select the bottom of that one. Yep. Okay, cool. And then this one has 4 separate sections. Just lay them all out here first, and then I'm going to put them all in on the actual texture after. I don't know why. Made sense for me to do it off the grid first. I don't know. Then hopefully I can fit everything else in around it. I don't have too much left. Although actually I'm thinking I might not have enough room. Still got this ladder to do down here. This is just a small piece. I can fit it in wherever. Circles are a bit more difficult at this rate. Not gonna have the room. I'll have this cylinder to do. Wonder if I could straighten that out a bit so that way it fits a bit better. I shuffle these along. Space in there. Wondering what else can I do? Into here. This probably doesn't need to be that big. And then mainly the ladder. Oh my gosh. Why are you not selecting the one that I want? Oh, and that's from this cloud here. Yeah. And the moon. At least everything out of the way. Should be fine being that small. At least let's move some of these in. Smaller stuff. Then the star. Cloud. Like the rungs of the ladder stop disappearing. Getting a little bit tight on space. Or just fit them in here. Are the strings that don't need any real detail at all. I'll just fit them down into here. Are the little white balls you can play with. Them in here. And the last thing is actually got a few little bolts for some detail. I'm hoping that's going to be okay. I hope. That is everything squeezed in. And okay, the base texture for the original Catry was 1024 by 1024, so I might just double mine. And then it won't really matter as well if some of this might have been a bit too small. Small, oh my gosh. Get a little bit more desaturated so it's not so blinding. Apparently all of these faces are inside out. Blue is good, red is not. Other. And we got some lighter pink things. That seems right. Make these more pink, a bit lighter. And then we got some white. Another little cloud bit, of course. And I'm gonna have to select these out manually because I combined the UV map, but that's okay. And then we also got a white cloud. And part of this is also white. I'll have to amend that next time. Okay, this is a dark purple, as is this one, and it looks like this and this platform. The rungs of this are pink and I missed it. Bolts which are silver. This one's pink, this bit is purple, and this bit is white, but then the top bit is purple, so I'm gonna have to adjust that later. That's all good. These bits are purple. And these stars are a nice bright yellow. Cushion is here. Slightly bright orange. Oh no, I was on 1%. That's okay, cute tummy girl. See you later. Hope your phone doesn't die on you. I am pretty much finished up here anyway, I think. I just realized I didn't put a cap onto... Yeah. Easy peasy. And that's like the colors all blocked in. Actually, no, it's not. This here is the light pink color. Actually, it's kind of a light purple, isn't it? There's kind of 4 colors in it. That's okay. It's pink now. No, because then it's not right. Okay. This one, and this here. Just have to select them out manually because I can't select by the UVs because the UVs are merged. There we go. And then it looks like the ladder is also the light purple. Just like that. But that's all the colors blocked in anyway. And I will leave the texturing to another day. Oh gosh, it's 2 a.m. That's me for tonight. I'm not going to be working on this anymore. I forgot to make the cloud white. This little cloud. Let's do that real quick. Alright, and then gotta save this image. And that's me done for tonight. I'm really happy with how it's turning out though. So tomorrow we'll be like doing the actual texture of it, finishing off the texture. And between now and then I might do a little bit of research as well into seeing if I can get like mess around with the rig or the slots or whatever needs to happen there. Just looking at it, like that's what has to happen. Like this rig here is what controls all the points. So like the toy that hangs here, all of the like the bed here, the little cubby here, and the platforms that they can sit on. So I'll need to figure out how that actually works. To make it all functional. And maybe I'll do that before going to all the trouble of finishing it off and turns out it's not functional. We'll see. I'll figure it out. I'll do my best. But yeah, I really like how it's coming along. It's really cute. But that's all for me tonight. A bit of a sleepy, but it was productive as well. So thank you for coming along. I'm not gonna do a raid. Kind of just want to head to bed, I'm gonna be honest. But thanks so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And thanks so much for all of your support and encouragement. It does mean a lot. It helps me want to keep going and keep creating, you know, and it's not just for me, it's for you guys as well. Yeah, there should be a stream tomorrow. We'll see how I feel. But yeah, keep an eye out on either Discord or follow to get notified when I do go live. But other than that, Softy, you're still here. I love that emote. It's so cute. Yeah, I'm heading out, guys. I'm not doing a raid. Just playing R6. Rainbow Six Siege. Thank Thanks, Softy. I hope you and everyone else as well that is here has a great rest of your day. And yeah, keep an eye out because I'll be finishing this cat tree next time. So yeah, thanks so much, guys. Bye.